Okay. All right. Let's look through. All right. Is there a game recently that you want to go over?
Um, like the last two Norms games, there's
AFLU's
one
games?
like yeah, the 9 and 8 one, and then the 7 and 3 one, which I think is a little bit more up.
7 and 3
Yeah,
and
the 7
11.
and 3 one, I feel like that game I did well, but I know I probably should have played more aggressive,
Okay.
like early game. Um, the 9 and 8 game, I kind of forget what happened. I think I just got touched the entire game.
Okay. Which one do you want to go over?
It could be the 7 and 3 one.
Okay. All right.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
Okay. Typically, this season, just because things start so fast, we don't need to wait in this bush ever.
Um,
Bush control is the important part. Yeah. I would rather that ward be here.
oh,
Wow, that's so unfortunate. He's AFK. Okay. Okay. We definitely need to be autoing this, trying to get level 2. And then anytime that they get like within range of your Calibrum, sending a auto their way. Yeah. You see how, like, watch this. So Yunara's back here. She only has Q. Like, she has to walk up on you to get damaged. But as soon as he
yeah.
uses Q, Zillion has nothing, literally nothing else. Level 1. He's so useless. But you act as though, like, now that he landed his Q, it's like, oh, I've got to come all the way back here now. I don't think he could have gotten any more autos off, but even maybe an auto off on the Yunara whenever she walked up. Just the idea that, like, you need to be thinking about, like, how useful is he once he throws his bomb? Like, now for the next 6 seconds, I'd say. Yeah, okay, boom, easy. Because I think it's an 8-second cooldown at level 1. 9-second. For the next 6 seconds, he has nothing. And she can't do anything until her Q is stacked. So it's like, we can be a little bit more positionally wise. Also, we're missing pushing level 2 first, so they're going to get level 2, which is unfortunate. You always want to try and get level 2 bot thing, and then do what she's doing, getting that poke there.
Okay.
Do you know the level 2 timer?
It's the first 3 melee minions of the second wave.
Yes. I think it's the 3 enemy minions, honestly. But it's always the melee, just because of how that works.
Like, I have an idea of what most champs do, but I have no clue, like, cooldowns and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you are pretty new player, so that makes sense. I would just get it, try and get it in your head. So what I've done in the past is I'll have ChatGPT up, and I'll say, give me the all I want is you to list the cooldowns, the base cooldowns of these champions, and I'll say Yunara, Zillion, Brand, and then it'll list that out. Like, oh, Zillion's Q is level 9 at level 1, and at level 2 it's 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea, but if you're just learning the game, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Oh no. It's fine. Okay, so at this point, mana is easy to track because you can see it. So we know that Zillion has no mana. This would be an opportunity to kind of look to abuse that. Not to mention, Aphelios actually really counters Yunara because he's really good at like dueling with his guns. So we could be a little bit more aggressive here.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of like, if I want to farm and like keep track of my farming, then I like don't play as aggressive as I should, and then if I try and play aggressive, then I end up with like 3 CS per minute.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we need a hard shove this.
Yeah.
So she's gonna come back to lane, full HP, full mana with the 9. Oh no, you can't do this. This is really bad. Thankfully, she's saving you because she's pushing it back, so you're not gonna lose as much as you should. She could have just let that push in. You would have lost that whole wave. Still going to. Not a huge deal. Okay, we just saw Mumu top. It's really nice with your purple gun because you can set up your brand to like hit all of his abilities. So anytime anybody steps out of position, we should be looking for. Yeah, like why walk this way here? Just auto her with your purple and then Q her root, and then he gets his combo off of WQ. That's a lot of damage. Yeah. Like there's a lot of reasons why this is a bad fight. One of them is just neither of you are 6 right now because we missed out on some experience on that way, but Zillion is also 6 and you don't really have enough damage to burst them over twice without Brand being 6 for sure. Plus she's low mana. So that's just tough. Just really bad decision to go in here, and then of course Lulu shows up because we saw him earlier. We didn't capitalize on the moment to take a fight then. But then whenever it's like the timers are reset, he's probably clearing down here, then we go in, so unfortunate. It's gonna work out. Your team thankfully came down, so that's good. The moment he walks forward here, I'd be walking at him with purple. How many bullets you have? 2, 3 bullets? Can't tell. Yeah, 3 bullets. But yeah, like, your Volibear's right here, so even if Yunara shows up, like, your Volibear's here too.
Yeah.
So, just try to be a little bit more aware of the map. Because you could have gotten a piece of that, if not the kill itself, which is really good. Are you building Yuntao, or what is this?
Stormraiser.
Stormraiser. Do you like that build on Aphelios?
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet. I've just been doing the last season's.
Yeah, I tried the Collector and Yuntel, but Stormraiser is just what I found better because it gives you more mobility.
Yeah, makes sense. We need to be getting rid of the blue gun. The combo that you want is red-white here. So this is a mistake, like just always using white here. For sure, just use blue.
Um,
Do you know the gun rotation for Aphelios?
I'm pretty sure it's red, white, green, purple, blue.
Yes, but like, I mean, like, do you know like what to get rid of first?
Oh yeah, but I do it in like a weird way, cause I watched this guy on YouTube to
Mhm.
like learn Aphelios, and he recommended this rotation that you use like early game, and then like 20 minutes into the game you swap to like the normal rotation.
Okay. Interesting. I'd have to see that, I guess. Usually I recommend, like, if you know that they're like a challenger player, that's good. I always like just would stick with the standard just because like it's I don't know. Blue white is like underrated, really, really good, unironically. But red white in this situation gets you so many more stacks of your chakrams. And then
Yeah, this was bad because I didn't know my key
was
for
gonna
target
say-
champs only.
oh, you're good. I'm not even sure that we take this in anyways because like this wave is already pushed back, so they can respond to this. And Silas is gonna come in. It's just very dangerous for you to walk anywhere near. Yeah, moving like that. Like I get wanting to help your jungler, but it probably would have been more beneficial. Or I guess stop the Drake. I guess would be more so accurate. Been more beneficial to keep them locked down in bot lane before
Yeah.
coming here.
I also play on locked cam, which I know is a really bad habit.
Really bad. I mean, you're a pretty new player, so it's very normal. I talk to a lot of people that do lock screen, and they've been playing for way longer than you have. And I'm like, guys, you gotta. What I recommend is there's a camera control. It's not in here, of course. There's a dynamic camera. I would try that first, maybe, and then switch to free camera. But free, like, unlocked camera isn't necessarily like it's just roaming around the whole time. It's more so just you're holding spacebar, and then when you need to get in big team fights or do something mechanically, you let go or check the map. Whoa. You got it back. You're going to be useless until you get some XP, yeah. Sometimes what you can do in these situations is fake back, hope that they crash the wave and then leave, but it doesn't always work. Okay, for sure we're looking to fight. We just saw her use flash. The only problem is Zillion ult, and now he's low, so not really much. Okay, Zillion doesn't have anything but slow. I'll just walk forward. Like, you see her backing? Just walk forward at the Zillion with your red Q.
Oh,
Yeah. What you want to do is Aphelios is usually try and get late wave prio. So you like want to get that level 2 first, obviously. And then you want to be the one that's shoving them in. And making them suffer from all of Varian's stuff. But we're not ever doing that. It's like you see here, she's able to start hitting the wave first because like you guys are forced down under here. Or she's able
Yeah.
to come up here. So that's like the benefit of having it pushed. When it comes out, you get to hit it first, you get the shove. Now she's alone. Yes, this is good. Oh no, that back click. I get like, okay, so when I'm looking at the minimap, I'm just counting like the red circles. I'm not even identifying who it is necessarily. This time I did, just because like one top, one mid, one bot, 2 MIA. So we don't know where the jungler is and their support. But then if I'm looking and I see Zillion right here, for sure I'm taking this. You have alt, Brand has alt. So just walk forward, root her with your root, and then this back click is horrible. Because she should be dead. Like we saw her burn flash. If you root her, Brand gets his entire spell slot and he might kill her by himself. But you see how like because you turned back and he was chasing her because he's like, oh, we can do something here. But then when you didn't, then he started to turn back. So your hesitation made you guys miss that opportunity. And that was a huge opportunity. Good route. Yep. Yeah, I mean that's good. Like there really wasn't anything like your Q here was good. It's just your teammates kind of bailing you out, which is those opportunities like to capitalize here. That's what I want you to be able to see. So that way you're the one that's taking an initiative and not your teammates are bailing you out. Because not every game is going to be like that.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, hopefully we go mid. Yeah. Once your quest is over and your mid lane's quest is over, which is here, you typically want to go mid. That way you can help out with this Herald fight. Most of the time, you're going to run into mid laners who don't want to do that. So you need to type in chat and be like, hey, like, can I mid and you go bot? Like, it's way better for Cassidy to be down here than you. Plus he has teleport, so he can teleport the fight. It's on cooldown, but the premise is there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, just keep fighting. Whoa, keep going. Oh man. So there's like two rules in League of Legends. One is don't chase Singed. Don't chase Singed. And two is red white don't fight for the enemy. So you have red white here. I would for sure just like, and especially when they're focused on your support here, like, and with white gun you want to be as close as possible because you attack super fast. But we didn't do that, so I don't like. There's no way she kills you after she used her ult and she's coming back. Plus you have barrier and flash. So missed opportunity again. Oh, that should have been a white ult. Actually, I feel like we're using the guns wrong anyways. Yeah, so
I know like what the guns do when it comes to like the basic abilities, but the ults I still don't fully know.
Yeah. So red gun will give you health back. It's really good. Like most of the time it is going to be red gun in this situation, or in the situation where you have red white, because it gives you so much survivability. But here it's white gun, because white gun will give you 5 more chakrams, and then you auto her one time and she's gonna die. But that just gave you excess healing, which you didn't need. And then also we should have switched to white. White gun is like the dueling gun. Like it's so strong because it gives you so much attack speed when you get up close to somebody. Now for sure we don't.
I don't think I did.
That's alright. That's alright. We're learning. Okay, so we saw 3 top. We just saw Zillion back. So we're looking to hopefully push this and get the power then. 4. Okay, yeah, we know that. And then I wouldn't be afraid of him. I'd just keep pushing. You see all of them like this? This is fine too. Good route. Yeah, that was a fine decision too, which is why either one was good. This obviously has helped your team a lot more. This would be like more like the solo queue 1v9 mindset, where it's like I'm gonna get all the gold, but we should have been mid regardless. Like we should have been here. Start. Okay, they're all dead. We don't need to back here. he's getting chased off, I think we start hitting this tower. Like, you need to use this short 20 seconds to get something here. Get these plates. But nobody even hit the demolish proc on that, which sucks. Because like you hit it and then it starts building up again.
Yeah.
That's all we needed to do. Okay, yeah, be a bit cautious here. Unironically, I think there's an opportunity, obviously not to kill him because he has Zillion here, but your green gun does, like, you have 2 items, you do a lot of damage. So like here, there's a combo on Aphelios where you Q alt and you get the auto twice in there. It's really, really strong. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but like I don't fully know how to like do it in a game.
Okay, I can show you real quick after this. Okay, this is good. Yep.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Again, I think we can push mid here and get this. If this wasn't like so built up, I wouldn't be so far pushing for it. But because he's so far pushed up here, like you have your jungler here. If Vel'Koz shows up to stop you, like Set's gonna get major damage off on this.
Yeah.
So just be more mindful of pushing mid. You don't want to ruin your tempo. Like this is a good. This is. It's a fine thing, but like if I were to give it a grade, I would give it like a C. Where the other play, hitting tower, I would have given you like an A. Yeah. See, so Volibear got 3 plates all by himself. And that could have been your gold. Okay, when we're autoing with white, try and stand right next to it. You'll get way more attack speed.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I also don't like that you're using white to wave clear whenever you have blue here.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, plus the way that you're autoing with white regardless is just wrong. Wow, look at all that damage. Do you see that? Like you're so strong, you don't even know it. So when you have IE on Aphelios, that's pretty much all it takes anymore. But you have IE, Stormrazor plus Last Whisper, like half of LDR. And you did this auto. If you, instead of walking all the way back here, even if you tank turret, you switch to white, you auto her once and ult. I promise you she's gonna die. Even there. So Volibear's ult turns the tower off for 2 seconds.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so whenever he ults near a turret, you can see disables towers for 3 seconds, actually. Now that it's leveled up. And then 4 seconds of max range. So that'll be good to know for the future. Yeah, and you don't have to know like what everybody does as early as you are. Just anytime like you play with someone new, I'd recommend just looking it up on Google or something, and just read one of their abilities.
Yeah, I have like an idea from like ARAM, 'cause that's what I got like recommended, like I'll play
Oh, yeah,
ARAM,
there
so
you go.
like you can try out like new champs and know what they do.
Mhm.
But I like don't know like the super like niche stuff, like a passive on like
Yeah.
Kaisa W or something I'm not gonna know.
Yeah. You would win this if you flashed the double bomb. By the way. So flash this bomb and you win this. Super hard. But also like it was good to ult with your red gun. But like you like ult and then immediately pull your white gun out and then try and start autoing. So
team's turret has been destroyed.
And then the game's pretty much over. Yeah, just kill him. Oh my word. Look how much damage you do. It's so crazy. Oh, end the game here, please. No. Okay, that's fine. Look, that's so funny. So it's just a Zillion. Like, he can't kill you. He could kill this Brand, but we're not, like, you need to be more concerned about ending the game. You just auto the tower. If he goes and chases Brand, then just keep autoing the tower. If he starts hitting you, then you can look at him. But yeah, I think we could have taken that tower, potentially ended the game. So just delayed a little bit. That's okay. Here we're there's so many options for you guys. You could take Baron. You could then end. You could just push bot. But you guys are so strong. Yeah. Hey, I mean, for a new player, you're doing pretty good. Just try. So League is like a stat checking game where you kind of learn like where you're able to do certain things. But especially anytime that you see like the support has left, the balance of the map is all off, you need to capitalize on those. And a lot of it's in lane is capitalizing on the times that you can kill the enemy.
I know a lot of like high elo ADCs A click, but I feel like anytime I try to do it, I just like I'll get 2 autos off and then it just like it won't get like my tempo just won't build and then I'll like mess up.
You'll get 2 autos off with A click. So like this.
Yeah, and then
this
like
click, yeah.
Yeah, and then the third one I just like can't do it and then it'll be really delayed.
I would just like, so I used to do a little practice with that. So I would take this for example. Oops, sorry, I promise that was not intentional. You go like this. So you try and find the max range, which actually is like slightly outside. So you see how it's like slightly outside.
Yeah.
And then auto it, and then come back. Obviously, I have a ton of attack speed now because I built all the items. Let me just get rid of these. But you auto it, you come back like this, and you just do your best to keep the DPS pretty high. I would be easier if I didn't have press the attack, because like I could show you. Okay, so 3 autos without the PTA is 367 DPS, and then if I were to do it myself, okay, well that's because it procced PTA, but because it wouldn't be higher. Typically, you'd want to like see what your DPS was in comparison to if you were just standing there autoing it like this.
Yeah.
But that combo that I was talking to you about, so all you do, you Q alt and then you spam right click. So you can be out of range as long as you're in range for alt. But watch, I'll get 2 autos off in this span. You see how the green gun procced twice there?
Yeah.
So that's what you're wanting to do, and it does so much damage. Obviously I'm level 18, so the damage numbers are skewed, but that's the idea. And it's like it's one of like Aphelios's best tools early to get kills, because it does so much damage, because you get 2 super long range autos plus the ult. So I would just practice that, get to the point where you can do it in game, and that'll be great. And then also I gotta cycle through all these.
I know the video that I watched, I forget his name, but I know he's like a challenger Aphelios in EU.
Yeah.
On his like gun rotation, the way he does it is so he can have blue green, and he was just explaining how if you Q with blue while having green on your second hand, you can get 4 instances of damage, like
Hmm.
without ulting.
Yeah. 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 That's true. Blue is really good with pretty much everything. White is also really good with everything, and green is mostly good with everything. But like when you're using white specifically, you were kind of using it like this. You need to be using it more so like this. Like, so if I just sit here and auto, that's how fast I'm autoing. Versus if I do it out here, significant difference.
Yeah.
Almost double the difference. So whenever I'm using white, like I'll use the Q movement speed. I think this gives movement speeds. Let me see. Yeah, gain 25% movement speed. So like this, and I'm trying to get closer, and then I'm switching here, like that. And then, but then if you have to use chakrams like to get close, you're autoing and you're just getting closer. So I would just practice that, and it'll make a big difference.
Um.
But yeah, any other questions?
I don't know. Like, I feel like there's just so much that I
Yeah.
need to learn that it's like I don't know where to start because like there's obviously like ADC fundamentals that I need to learn, like hiding and tempo and like jungle tracking and stuff like that. But then there's also like game fundamentals I need to know. And like obviously I'm not choosing the easiest ADC to learn.
Yeah, I mean, Aphelios isn't like the easy. Like people give him a hard time that he's super difficult. Once you get him down, it's not too bad. And there are a lot of fundamentals, but really, they've made waves like lane phase easier than most other seasons because it's mostly. I would focus right now. Try and get the priority on wave, which means that you have more minions and you're pushing the wave into their tower. You're getting plates, and you're making it so that you can affect the map more. Because I don't like I could I don't want to like information overload you because I don't
Yeah.
want to make you like crash and burn from being like there's way too much. But I'm trying to make it so that way like we simplify the game. Like look for opportunities to kill your opponent, get the gold, and then push waves, push waves. And then when you're counting the map and you're playing appropriately, even when you're pushing the lane, like you'll have wards up and stay safe, like making sure you know where the jungler is. But there's so much to learn, and it just takes time. It takes lots of gameplay, and then you're doing well if you're watching videos like trying to learn more. You'll learn a lot like that. I know I watched a ton of like pro guides and skill capped and streamers, and there's so many streamers that do such a great, way better job than I would of explaining the game. Um, so just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll just learn one thing at a time, and you'll do great.
Is there like a I don't know, like a top 3 things that I should like focus right now on like learning?
Uh,
Like stuff that like I can put on the back burner versus like the most important things I should be focusing on right now.
I would focus on. Hmm, that's a good question.
Cause like
Well, for one, I would focus on trying to stop playing with locked camera. Like even if it's just for
Right.
5 minutes a game, like do that. Or even if you're playing on free camera but holding spacebar the entire time, I would do that. And then I would start trying to capitalize, like finding where Aphelios is strong, where he's weak, like when you can fight, when you can't fight, things like that. Because ADCs, it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. Like if you get a lead in lane, all you do is you go mid lane, push the wave out, go to the next objective, push the mid wave, go to the next objective. So
um yeah, I know like 'cause I have like a friend who's like masters, but he doesn't play ADC, he plays jungle, but he was just like, oh, go into like practice tool and just go in like level 1 with no items and just practice like blast hitting, which I did, and I was able to get like 10 CS per minute, but I obviously that is in practice tool without two like enemy laners hitting me. So it's hard to like transfer that into like an actual game.
Yeah, no, I get that. I also so I used to go into the practice tool. I would load a bot in there, and I wouldn't buy Dorn's blade, and I would just farm till I got 100, and that's good to practice last hitting, but it's really not going to do much for you as far as like the rest of the game. Because you're so early on, you really just need to play the game. He's master, so he's better than me. I mean, I would take his advice over mine, but just the idea that you can like think of it like this: you can practice last hitting till you're blue in the face, but exactly what you're saying, like you don't know what it's like to play against real players. So you need to learn like the spacing of that, when you can go in, when you have to play safe, what it's like playing with enchanter supports versus engaged supports. Just try not to overwhelm yourself. Just try and focus on one thing at a time. And I would say right now, focus on. Okay, here. This is really easy. Focus on getting level 2 first over your laners,
Right.
and I would focus on that for the next 10 games. And whenever you're doing that, but like when you're getting level 2, focus on before you get to level 2, pinging your support and telling them to all in. Like be like, we're gonna hit level 2, all in. And then once you do, like once you get the hang of that, then you can focus more so on, okay, now let's talk about wave management. Generally, pushing is way better this season. And then because freezing is like, you can't really freeze for very long.
Yeah, I have no
Um,
clue how to freeze.
Yeah, you really don't need it. It takes 3 caster minions to freeze a lane, and you just walk them into the bush and let them meet the next wave. But it's like I said, you really don't need to know that. You just need to focus on getting lane priority first, because that whole lane that we watched, that whole game, you didn't ever have wave priority. So
Yeah.
but how about this? Practice, play a couple games. Let me know how they go, and try and get level 2. And from that level 2, like Liga is a very snowbally game. Like you get an advantage and you push that advantage. You push your lead. But really, bot lane all starts with level 2.
Okay. Is there like any champ I should be perma banning? Like just so I like don't have to like
It's preference. Like as Aphelios, it would be easy to say like Draven, or if you don't
yeah,
like
I'm
playing games,
banning Draven.
yeah, Blitzcrank or Nihilus or Thresh, like all of like the hook champions that generally give people a lot of problems. But if you're pushing the lane, you really shouldn't have too many issues with people. But Draven's hard because he's like the noob stomper. Like experienced players will play Draven and just wipe the floor with everybody.
Yeah, I watch like Hamza, and he like obviously is a Draven main.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like level 1 literally no one can win against him.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that can. It's possible that Inara might be able to, or Callista, but even then, my money would be on Draven.
Yeah, because if he gets double axes, then
Oh my
you can't
word! Yeah,
really compared to
I was
it.
gonna say if he has if he's good enough to get the double axes early on, then it's super over. But yeah, but Draven's a safe ban, so but every matchup is playable. Just know,
Yeah.
like, there's never a time where you should feel like I just can't play the game. If you feel like you can't play the game, then you've done something wrong, and then you just need to diagnose. Be like, okay, well, why not? Did I misplay the first wave? Did I just AFK or what? So
Is there like a good way to like easily learn matchups for like Aphelios? Not like in like every lane, like for late game, mainly just like ADCs and supports and like just like okay, I see that they have like a Yunara Zillion or like I don't know, like a Tristana Karma.
Sorry, what was the original question? Like, what is a
Like,
good?
is there a way to like easily learn like matchups?
Oh, think of it. Think of it like this. This is what I tell people. Generally, like most of the time, ADC matchups, 90% don't matter. It's more about who the support is. I'm exaggerating, but because if you play Misfortune into Tristana, it's horrible. It feels absolutely miserable. But most of the time, it's more so about your support. Think of it in these. I would think of just simplify it into two ways. You have engaged supports like Blitzcrank, Nautilus, Alistar, Leona, Thresh, things like that. Enchanter supports like Melio, Lulu, Janna, things that like buff you, give you shields, give you heals, Soraka, Sona. So you need to be thinking if you have an engaged support, it's their job to do the engage. If you have an enchanter support, it's your job to engage on the play because they can buff you and shield you and protect you from damage. Whereas engaged supports, if you do the engaging, then they don't do anything. Like you've done their
Yeah.
job. So I would think of it more so like that. Try not to think too much. Whoops. Just happened. Try not to think too much about like getting too far into the matchup because really for ADCs, like I said, you can play Aphelios against literally any other ADC. But if I have a Blitzcrank support, it changes the entire dynamic of the lane than if I had Amelia support.
Is Aphelios better with Engage or Enchanters?
It depends. Aphelios Thresh is a really, really popular matchup, or I mean combination. But I always prefer to if it's a support that knows what they're doing, I prefer an enchanter like Emilio or
Oh.
something because I like to be in control of when we capitalize on things. But I just
Yeah, my
love playing
friend
with
said
Emilio.
Aphelios Lulu was broken, but I don't think
Yep.
I've ever played with a Lulu.
Aphelios Lulu's great. Emilio and Lulu are essentially the same champs.
Ah, I see.
So yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Best of Providence out there on the Rift, okay? And let me know how your games go.
Will do. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye.